Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 2 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we were continuing on with our tiny clan of cats, which is refusing to give us any litters whatsoever. And we have cases of heat stroke and heat exhaustion, and I'm kind of worried that we're gonna have yet another loss on our hands, especially with two elders who have actually been around for a long time. So I am very nervous. However, we do have something to look forward to today because our one and only mouse kit is aging up into an apprentice. I'm very excited to see who is going to be chosen to mentor him and how his first patrol is going to go. So let's not waste any time, head to the leader's den. And Fronstar is not feeling too well, so Lupine Claw is going to be heading out to the gathering. Now, I also talked about, I think a few episodes back, that when Lupine Claw was deputy for first time under Stone Star, she was messing up all of the gatherings and she was not in a good headspace. I'm hoping that this time around things will be a little bit difficult. Oh, not difficult. Definitely not difficult. Different. So we're gonna see how she does. But let's roll the dice. Okay, we got a 6 on the D10. So that's Lynx Clan. And we got a 4 on the D8. So that's offend. Let's see how successfully she manages to offend Lynx Clan, because that is the directive that Fronstar has given her. So without further ado, guys, let's skip a moon. We don't have any birth and death notices. Despite the horrendous weather, Lupine Claw strikes out with a gathering patrol to the meeting place. It's deserted. Any attempt to offend a Lynx Clan will have to wait until next moon. Lynx Clan relations are unchanged. Okay, that is not the worst news we've gotten. Sunchill has recovered from heat stroke, thank goodness. Fronstar's heat exhaustion has abated, wonderful. Fronstar was seen touching noses with a rogue, scandalous. The clan has encountered Dove. Mouse Kit loudly complains as Sunchill pulls him over to quickly groom his pelt. He manages to wriggle away and scurry off to the front of the crowd for his ceremony, where he is renamed to Mousepaw, an apprentice to Fronstar. Okay, so I suppose the clan leader feels as though our one and only kitten is important enough that she is going to take his training into her own paws, which is very exciting. So we have Mousepaw. We need to take a look at how he looks. Mousepaw accidentally trespasses onto Whimsy Clan's territory. Of course, the first thing he does. And I'm very curious to see what kind of cat he has become, because he was an attention-seeking kitten who was interested in oddities. So let's take a look. Mousepaw, who is becoming more and more purple as he gets older. No? Am I the only one? He's becoming more and more purple. Also, Lupine Claw and Magpie Heart and our seniors. Oh my goodness. My brain. I saw them being born. I saw them as kittens. I mean, I saw the same thing with Stonespeck and Cloudfur, but Lupine Claw and Magpie Heart feel very recent to me. So it is mind-boggling that they are now seniors. They're old enough to be seniors. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, Lupine Claw, my beautiful Lupine Claw. I used to be very nervous about her when she was a murderous young cat, but I have grown to actually really appreciate her and admire her, and I kind of like her now. She's one of the favorites. But she is now a shameless elder. Okay, she's shameless. So I wonder if, as deputy and now, under the new clan leader, Lupine Claw kind of feels as though she is not going to be ashamed of the mistakes she made in her past. She's not going to be ashamed of the fact that she murdered someone. She wasn't for a long time, but I think after her daughter died, she started becoming ashamed of her actions because she realized that's what was going to separate her from her mate and her daughter in the afterlife. But I think after finding her purpose again, she has decided to become shameless and not feel guilty about that. She's just going to do the best she can with the younger generation, and hope that this life is meaningful enough that the pain of the dark forest won't matter to her. And then we have Magpie Heart, who has retained his nervousness into seniorhood, which is actually really cute. But Magpie Heart, you and Lupine Claw, and I love that he's still, you know, really close to his son Hal Falcon and all of that. It's great. But I'm glad that Lupine Claw at least has her brother, if you think about it that way. At least she has her brother, if she doesn't have any of the other family members. And then, of course, Mousepaw, our beautiful purple cat. Oh my goodness. He has such a pretty purple coat. Am I the only one who feels like it's like a quartz-ish purple coat? It's beautiful. But he has retained his interest in oddities, and he is now a charismatic cat, which I think is actually going to be really good, especially being paired with Fronstar, because Fronstar is a nervous cat, and I think maybe she wants to help guide Mousepaw. But not only that, I think she recognizes that Mousepaw is going to be able to help her build connections within the clan, because he is clan born and he has like a skill set, if you think about it, that she doesn't. Or he has a, I suppose, personality, not a skill set, but he's got a personality that she doesn't have. He's someone who's going to be able to connect with the others very easily, and he's going to be able to talk to them about all sorts of interesting topics that might go over the clan leader's head. So I actually really like this dynamic. I think Mousepaw might start turning things around for Fronstar. So things are looking good for the one and only apprentice we have right now. I'm excited. He looks so pretty though. He looks like a quartz stone, doesn't he? Like a geode. He looks like a geode. He's so pretty. Okay. Let's go to the medicine cat den and see what's happening here. Sunshell was given ragwort as treatment for heat stroke, and then it recovered. Fronstar was given ragwort as treatment for heat exhaustion. She recovered, and Magpie Heart gathered ragwort this moon. Look at how many resources we have, guys. This is obviously after like playing for like over 200 moons. We managed to accumulate all of this. Okay, and also, it seems as though... Actually, look at that. Every cat except the Mediate and Elders are going to be able to go out on patrols, which is wonderful for us. Absolutely wonderful. But let's check out relationships. Stonespeck worries about Cloudfur's mental stability. Okay, that's not good. Stonespeck is worrying about her sister. I thought, they were spending more time together. But I wonder if Stonespeck is noticing that her sister, who is younger than her but has been retired for way longer, is maybe losing some of her faculties? I don't know. Stonespeck asks Daisyquake how he's doing. Cloudfur spends some time with Lupine Claw, and they both end up understanding each other a little better. Cloudfur, Lupine Claw, and Daisyquake had a nice talk while eating. Cloudfur realized that she was too harsh in her judgment of Tornfern. Interesting, when it was actually Tornfern's the one who actually hates her aunt Cloudfur, but maybe Cloudfur realized that Tornfern's been acting a certain way towards her for a reason, and she couldn't understand why, but now she's reflecting on herself and thinking, okay, I can see where she's coming from. Lupine Claw finds a bit of fluff that smells like Sensual and adds it to her nest. When explaining something, Lupine Claw is surprised that Sensual understands. Magpie Heart notices that some of his clanmates talk very highly of Tornfern. Magpie Heart learns a helpful skill from Mousekit. Okay. Sunshell is complaining that Daisyquake never does anything helpful. Also, I love that Magpie Heart is, also a nervous cat, and before Mousekit had the apprenticeship ceremony, maybe he started showing a lot of his charismatic personality and skills in helping Magpie Heart with something, and maybe the leader took notice of that as well, saw the potential in him. Let's see. Sensual is complaining that Daisyquake never does anything helpful. Sensual thinks Mousekit is very helpful. I love that Sensual finds his son very helpful. Daisyquake can't remember a word for the life of him, but Magpie Heart helps him remember it. Daisyquake had a huge argument with Hal Falcon, which is not good. Tornfern greets Hal Falcon as he's exiting the Warrior's Den. Some more mentor-apprentice thing going on here, or, past mentor and apprentice. They've had really good relations this whole time, which makes me happy. They built a friendship and maintained that friendship into adulthood. Tornfern spent a long time talking with Mousekit and was disappointed by Mousekit's lack of interest. Fronstar and Daisy Quake had a great time on patrol. Okay, Fronstar finally making some strides with one of the clan cats. Well, not the clan cats. What am I talking about? This is her mate. This is her mate. Okay, this is the first interaction either I have seen or noticed between Fronstar and Daisy Quake. They went out on a patrol. They had a great time together, which is actually really good to hear. Hopefully it means they got a bit closer. Fronstar hopes to dream of Daisy Quake tonight, guys. I think their love story is getting a little bit of a nudge. After Hal Falcon tidies up an area, Daisy Quake accidentally messes it up again. And Mousepaw, so she finally had her apprentice ceremony, has had a great time hanging out with Lupine Claw lately. Okay, and that's all we have for the events. So let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay, starting off with loyalties, we still don't have anyone who is loyal to Fronstar, but we do have a mediator that can finally get to work. So Sunchill, let's get Fronstar and Daisy Quake up here, and guys, they finally fell in love. And it seems as though Fronstar is actually more in love with Daisy Quake. She's more fond, out of the two of them, she's more fond of Daisy Quake. Maybe because she has come to see him as a source of like really strong support for her. And that's something that brings a comfort and she appreciates quite a lot. And Daisy Quake likewise has seen strength in Fronstar's effort to lead everyone. And he kind of appreciates that about her, which is very sweet. And maybe, you know, they kind of saw these sides to each other. Like they're able to tip themselves into this love when they went out on a patrol and they had a really good time together. Maybe they're kind of nervous being romantic in camp with the other cats kind of hovering around them. But when they went out on patrol together, they were on their own. They were able to get a little bit closer, which I really like. And then when they came back from that, Fronstar wanted to dream about Daisy Quake. So I flippin' love this, but we're going to try and mediate some more, okay? And now Fronstar has started viewing Daisy Quake like family as well, which is how I interpret like the platonic love bar. So platonic like and respect has increased, dislike has decreased, wonderful. Maybe now that they're in love, they'll be willing to give us kittens, you know? Maybe. So that is nice and done. And let's see what everyone's doing for the day. Fronstar got scared by a mouse while hunting. Maybe on that patrol, and perhaps Daisy Quake kind of found that cute and gave him the chance to be a bit of a hero. Lupine Claw is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Magpie Heart is watching the sky for hawks. Sunchill is proud of how well he is doing as a mediator. Yes, Sunchill, great work. I think this was like his first day on the job, and he saw that he had kind of, you know, an easy go of it because the two cats already was showing signs of being in love with each other, and then mediation went really good. And so I think he's really impressed with himself, so good on you, Sunchill. Daisy Quake was startled by a shrew while out on patrol. Oh, that's cute, because the clan leader, his mate Fronstar, was startled by a mouse, and he was startled by a shrew. So I guess maybe he was heroic with the mouse, but then he also got startled by a shrew, and they both got a chance to be heroic towards one another. And that brought them closer together. Tornfern tries to set a good example for younger cats. Hal Falcon is batting at his tail. Mousepaw wants Fronstar to notice him, so that's kind of nice. Mousepaw, you know, he's young, he's following the other clan cats, he's not loyal to his mentor and the leader, but he still has this desire to be recognized by the leader. And I think he does feel quite special that he has been taken under the leader's wing. We'll have to see how he does in patrols, but I'm excited for Mousepaw. Stonespeck seems to be ordering her fellow clanmates around, and Cloudfair is sharing her wisdom. And that is all we have for the cat list, so let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with patrols. Okay, we have a lot of prey, so we're not worried about that at all. We have 117.5 current prey, and we need 23.5. Let's send out the medicine cat first, and we are going to have a patrol of 6, so should be relatively safe. Let's see. Magpie Heart heads out to find Tansy, scenting the air for its sharp smell, and eyes on the lookout for Tansy's strange, orb-like yellow flowers that Greenleaf has brought out in abundance. Proceed. Good for all coughs, all wounds, and all poisons, but it would be dangerous to assume Tansy has no downsides. In small doses, it does help with nearly any ailment, but in large doses, it poisons the body, even to the point of causing death. The ragwort trying to outgrow it may stink, but at least that herb isn't dangerous. Tansy and ragwort were gathered, and now we have the first patrol for our apprentice in this season, and his mentor. Normally, when we have bigger patrols, I like to see the teaching strategy for the mentors. Basically, I see if the mentors decide to take the apprentice on a patrol or not by randomizing, the way you normally do. But this time around, because the patrol is, only a single one of 6, obviously, Fronstar is keeping her apprentice very close to her on his first patrol. So we have Mousepaw, Howl Falcon, Torn Fern, Daisy Quake, Lupine Claw, and Fronstar. So let's see how they go. Ooh, Lupine Claw is trailing behind the patrol when there's a mighty clatter of stones from below her. She looks around wildly, just in time for the world to tip upside down as the scree slope beneath her collapses. Proceed. Her clanmates come running at her yells, and Lupine Claw is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. The patrol settles down as everyone comforts each other. Okay, that was terrifying, but she managed to get out of it unscathed, and this might have been an excellent lesson for Mousepaw about how the clan works together to help each other out. Especially when we have, such few cats, things like this, it's very, very important to pay attention to. And I think they would all be kind of grateful that Fronstar's focus, maybe even part of why they were able to get out of this unscathed, is because Fronstar's focus is to focus on, rest and recovery, to take your time doing things and make sure you get out of situations in a organized, cool-headed manner, and you kind of don't freak out and have casualties that are unnecessary. So she kind of got the chance to show off that aspect of her leadership, which I think was quite nice. I do feel a little bit sad that Lupine Claw was rattled because she just became a senior and I don't want anything to happen to her. But at least it was a successful day out. So that is all we have for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.